Ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you are very new to private mentorship, Plan B Express in general, and in private mentorship. You know, one thing is this: what you are to be doing on private mentorship is very simple. Is that you are building portfolio. That's the one fun thing. Now, other thing you'll be doing, you can be doing business, and when you are doing business on private mentorship, is very simple. And what exactly are you doing on private mentorship? Building your business, so you can be involved in trading, buy and selling cryptocurrency, stocks, and all the like. So I want to put you through basic setup of your currency trading. And your currency trading, we have two segments of your currency trading. We have the Forex trading and we have the synthetic trading. So understand, in Plan B Express, our major focus is portfolio building, which has to do much of the crypto and perhaps derivative to stocks. And that has to do buying and selling of stocks and all of that. So, and I'm not going to bore you with all of those things. First segment is the portfolio building, buy coin, hold it, and all of that. You know, things like we buy pop card and all of that. And then other segment of crypto separate. We have futures, spot, low gems and all the like, farming, staking, and these are the segment. We don't give money to third party. Understand it. So now let's quickly go. Trading currency, if you're in private mentorship, this training is basically for private mentorship builders. You want to now come into our academy to learn how to trade Forex and all of that. You subscribe for that separately if you want. But if you're in private mentorship, it covers everything we do in Plan B. So let's quickly look at, I'm going to use Tentrade as an example. Tentrade is a broker, and at the same time, they are prop firm. So understand that. So if you're on Tentrade, you can trade independently as a broker, or you can apply for what we call funded account. Okay. So I'm going to just typically, how do I set up my account on a broker? So I use Tentrade as an example. Now, having registered, you have to verify your account. Of course, a link is given to us, so you can check on the comment section of this account. So I'm going to do the two vis-a-vis. Tentrade as an example of a broker. We have different broker we use. We have Tentrade, we have Admirals and all of that. So why do I use Tentrade as an example? Because it's a funded account. So it's a proper account that you can buy, pay for account. For instance, you pay $300 to give $10,000 account, and then you have limits to not to blow account up to $800. If not, the account will be taken away from you. And that's exactly what we're doing. So now, going to Tentrade, if you are taking the link, you are registered. Of course, you're expected to do your verification, KYC, and all the like. That shouldn't be a major problem for you. So when you are doing the registration, they will ask you account type. You click on standard, 1:1, 1:500, and all of those things. So those ones are set up. Now, having done that, you want to set up your account. First, let's use example of setting up account. So here you see account, right? So if I just click here now, see fund, right? I just want to navigate, see fund, profile, where you can put all your detail, upload document, do all of those necessary things, do your 2FA and all of that. So I'm not going to that. I just want to go, how do I, haven't registered, how do I now connect my account? There's something you need here. It's called MT5, okay? It's called MT5. So I click on account. So you have demo, you have live, you can click on live, you can click on demo. So now let's use demo as an example. So I click on demo, all right? So it now says select account type. So look at it, it says MT5, okay? So some will say MT5, some will put MT4. Now I put MT5, see leverage. So you see different options of leverage. I'm using 1.5. This is, but your account on funded account is 1:100. So I think you're okay. Now currency, it should be USD and all of that. Initial balance, I want to trade demo. So let's say 10,000, okay? So let's say 10,000. This is demo, okay? And then I click continue. Now look at what's going to happen. As I say continue, you say yes. This, confirm. So continue. Now, so pay attention. Now it has been created and it shows that these have been sent to me. So look at it. I can write down this, because we're going to use this thing in a segment of MT5. So I write this thing down. This is demo, so I'm not going to create live. This is demo 1:115,758. Okay, that's my account, and the password. We have investor's password and we have a login password. So understand, when you have investor password, is that this password you can give to people to check, right? So this is a password that you can use to just log into that account, but you can't implement transaction. But the other password, which is called just password, that's what you can use to log in. So understand it. So if I'm trading and somebody want to prove that, are you really trading or you are lying? I can give you this. So now these are the two things you need. So I've created this. The same way you created this as demo is the same way you can create live account. But I'm not going to do that now because for the purpose of security of this. Now, other thing is that if you want to trade, all right, if you want to trade on the platform, that is to download MT5 of on desktop, we'll do that separately. So this is how to open an account on us. So if it's live, the same way. So I click on open live, an account type. So bonus or standard. So you are going to say standard if you are using Tentrade. Other one we call it classic, or there's other thing we call it. So standard is what you are using. Now, if you are going to use such account to connect with expert advisor, there's a kind of a separate account, classic or bonus or whatever. So if I click here now, click on continue, it's going to create an account. For instance, continue, right? Now it said yes, I say yes, and it say what? Open. So can you see now? I'm not using this. I'm not using it. I'm going to delete it because I don't need it for anything because I have live account already. So this is how you create an account, okay? Now the same way. So I've created the account, right? So account is open. So account overview. So can show all of this, demo, and all of this. Now, sometimes you want to now download MT5 on desktop. We go to that. That's a separate training entirely. So, but how to now? So we have created this account. Now, the next thing you need to know is how do I fund? You click on deposit, right? So this can be, you can deposit through crypto, look at it, bank transfer, right? USD, Euro, GBP, cryptocurrency, instant credit card, all of that. So assuming I want to use cryptocurrency, right? It says continue, right? So it shows this, and then amount I want to put, I put all of those things, put the detail, and then it come up and it shows you the wallet you are going to deposit to. So this is how you set up your account. The subsequent training you are going to see on how I actually implement trade in MT5, okay? The way I will implement trade on MT5. Remember, this is demo account. I just experiment for you, but it's the same thing to practice training. Does it? Now, let's quickly look at, this is currency trading on Forex. And then let's look at the currency trading on synthetics. And what I'm using as an example, right? If you have registered, the link will send to you, you register, Tentrade, you have registered, and all of that. So I'm going to use Deriv. So Deriv is what I'm going to use. Now, you can see this account now is a live account and it's trading, and I think it has some balance and all of that. So now, if I'm using Deriv, very simple, right? So what do I do? The first thing is that when you register your Deriv, when the link is sent to you, just click on demo. It will open, it will put your email, and you set your email, an email is sent to you, and you do all the necessary needed thing. And then once that is done, you are good to go, all right? So you are good to go to have to verify. So it will ask you to open demo account. So look at example like that. It will ask you to open demo account. And then once you open demo account, you can use to trade. Now here you have all of these. Now, having done, you verify your account, make sure that every detail is done. It is then you can now come back to Traders Hub, and instead of demo, you click on Real, right? On Real, by that time, you scroll down, you're going to see CFDS, and then you see MT5, Deriv MT5. So MT5 standard SVG, that's where you are trading synthetics. So at that point, you click on get, just like the way you see this get. This now, if you want to trade Forex, and that's what we call financial instrument, CFDS, financial instrument, and all of that, swap free and all the like. So when you click on get, it's going to give you, right? So swap free, CFDS, select, and Deriv instrument. So look at swap free. So if I click on what? Get now. So let's click on get. Can you see now? So you ask me to put my password. So I'm going to create a password for it, for instance. So let me just create a password. Right? And you click what? Add account. Okay. It said, to enhance your MT5 account security, we have upgraded your account policy. Please update your password accordingly, current and new, and all of that. So I'm not doing that now anyway. So assuming you want to do that, you can just do that. So I now have to get, and then, so you just verify, do all the necessary stuff, and you are good to go. Now, if that is done, now how do I fund my account? You go to what we call cashier. Okay? you go to what we call cashier. Now, in cashier, you see deposit. So you see different options to deposit via a payment method like bank. No, I'd use cryptocurrency, right? Deposit via payment agent. You can use payment agent when you click. Payment agent is there, you can select and then take to them, they credit your account. Now, if I'm using crypto, I use crypto, and that's why you are seeing, right? Choose your account to add. So I click, and then you click on what? Continue. Can you see now? So you can see that you have a wallet address you want to pay to, right? So you click on it. So you click on that, and then you pay in money into your account. If that is done, you are fine, right? So you are fine. So I go back to cashier again. So I have different accounts. That's what I show you now. CFDS, total asset. Okay. All right, network. Okay. So you deposit and then start to trade. Very simple, okay? Deposit and then start to trade. That's exactly what you do. And then you are fine, going to go and all of those things. Okay, so that is that about your CFDS. Now, let's create a demo so that you can see the example I was just showing you. Click on demo. Okay, there's a demo account that was open before. Perhaps I didn't even know. I can't remember. Okay, so look at Deriv MT5, standard on Deriv and financial institutions, Deriv and all of that. So I can click on what? Get. So I put password. And then I click add account. So they are now talking of this. Okay, no problem. New password. Okay, so it's a success. I've opened the account. And so here is it. So you can see the account. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to use it for experiment for you guys. This is 5537 184. Okay, so we have opened it. So if you click now, open. So you can see it shows us all of those things. Now, you now need to know the broker name. So you say Deriv.com Limited. Deriv.com Limited. Right? And then the demo, because that is a server. Now, if it's live, you will have been live and all of that. So if I want to open MetaTrader MT5 from web, I can just click open and it can download whatever. So, but I'm not doing that. We're going to use the phone, the mobile MT5. Do you get it now? So now we have opened demo account. So Deriv demo. Okay, so the same way, right? Right. Deriv demo, Tentrade demo. So it's the same way you do for other, other brokers and all of that. So this is real and all like the same thing. You have made money, you want to make a withdrawal. It's simple. You still go to cashier, right? You click on withdrawal, this is withdrawal. Confirm entity, you send the message, right, to your email, and it take you there. You follow all this procedure. This is how you go about setting up a broker. It's very simple. Remember, the first step is that you go to the link sent to you, register, and then verify your account. For the demo, for the Deriv, you have to go click on the link and it shows open demo or whatever. Just click and it asks you for your email. You put your email And then once your email is computed in, it's very simple. And then you verify your email. It now take you back to put all your detail, your name, your address to verify and all of that. Don't click on that one of VAT and all the like. Just select other ones and then continue so that you can do your registration as fast as possible. If you click on the tax or VAT something, it may give you asking for document about that. So just omit that and fill other important details that are required of you. I hope this is gotten. I'm sure you understand basically what we're doing here. It's very simple. You don't need to bother yourself. Now, the next thing I'm going to take you on is how do I now actually start implementing trade? But before that, let me quickly take you to something. You know, sometimes we send signal to trade, both the financial market, both the future synthetics and currency. Now, let's quickly look at how do I analyze market to know when to buy, when to sell. Now, quickly, let's go. I'm going to go to trading view. So we have two trading view. So the trading view, we have tradingview.deriv.com and we have tradingview standard. The tradingview.deriv.com is the one you use in analyzing synthetic market. So it's different. So you can go to what we call tradingview.deriv.com. So that's where you can do the analysis of trading view of synthetics. You get it now? So now this is, for instance, this is how you see it's going to come in. So my own domain is separate. Don't mind those lines you are seeing there. I'm the one that put it there. Now, so in that case, you want to analyze market. For instance, if I look at this market now, so first thing I do is to look at daily bias. So this market was bullish, right? And then I'm going to go to, so most time I always check it has a gap to fill anyway. So I'm going to check, I always want to check where it opens from and when it closed previously, and then when this one nearly opened from. And if you look at it now, so if I do this now, so let me just do one funny analysis for you to right? This is where it opens from. So perhaps I look at the previous day and the other day high was here. So perhaps you're looking at the market to run up here as it were. So when it started, so for instance, this day has gone far. You want to do business, I come in the morning to check my market and see what I can take and go home. Now I go to 4 hours, right? I go to 4 hours and I look at the dimension. So look at it. Let's quickly go. Good, fine. You see now the way I marked it. Going to 4 hours, you will have found an entry. This is about 1, 2, 3, about 16 hours almost gone. So it means if I had come in after this, where you mark this, all right, you know, where we mark this now, right? The market first open and close down. That's bullish. It shows a sign of bullish for this market, right? After the market, it shows sign of bullish, rally up, very fantastic, and then see continue. Now, sometime when I see the 4 hours candle is already running, I wait for another one to open. So imagine if I didn't wait, here you probably will be buying on top here, and it crashed down, you probably will be running hectare and scatter. So I look at the new candle open here. I need to fill this one even before up. Only from here to here is a big money, right? Let's see here where it opens from, and then came down at jumping in anywhere from sound for here to this point. It's already enough money for me for that day. It's full. But that's by the way. So I've checked in the 4 hours. I may want to use the 4 hours to find an entry or to run down to 1 hour and see another candle open, close for 1 hour, and then see where I'm entering for. So, okay, now. So this is 1 hour candle. This is 1 hour candle. Another one open. These are multiple weeks. So that means this market has actually run up very fantastic. And then it's going to fill, do we have this gap? It's going to fill this gap. So let me take this gap now. So it's going to fill this gap, right? So that means I expect this guy to come down to this point, right? And this is it just started. I'm expecting, this is a gravestones doji. That's a bearish sign, right, for this market. You know, we didn't draw any template of where we are looking at the market to go. Wow, this market really got bullish yesterday. That was massive buy for this guy. So the correction can happen to this point or even can wipe down to this point, okay? So the correction can go to be very massive. So don't bother. I'm just doing this basic thing for you guys to, all right, to just see the feel That's how I enter market. Look at daily buyers and then look at, I use candle and then I can put indicator, right? So that's where I told you, I said, okay, perhaps if I put indicator, I can just put MACD or RSI, right? If I put MACD, so look at what you're actually doing and look at it from like yesterday. This is 1 hour time frame. Using your MACD on 1 hour time frame, this was a very beautiful entry for you yesterday for this market, right? There was a beautiful cross using 1 hour MACD time frame. And then this, for the previous day, this was, it became bearish, right? Look at it from the previous day up here. Even though it still rallied up, that's a confirmation. It dropped down and then it rallied up. And if you look at it, this candle actually opened bearish and then a retest and wiped down. That was massive one for 1 hour time frame. So finding an entry from this point to this point, that was a very massive one, right? Perhaps you have entered from here anyway or anywhere there, and then you just want to wait for a retest. After this retest, that was a massive move on this market down to this point. Come on, this is massive, guys. Okay, so now look at the MACD again cross. First, why it was bending was already, and then you have an engulfing candle. This is a cross, and you know this is very lovely, right? And now I know that you'll be saying, this if trade is as simple as this. No, of course there are other things you will need to learn to understand. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is going to that doesn't mean that as it's coming down, this is a pullback. Today, the market is bullish, and I can attest to say, okay, the market will come up here. But after this candle, maybe a bullish candle will open, but it will fill up this gap. But look at this. This MACD is pure. Can you see? Very fantastic. Sometime, right? But if the market is not trending well, the MACD can mislead you. Understand that. And it can delay you entry. That's why you need to know market price action. All right? You need to know price action in combination with any indicator you probably want to use. All right? So that's why you see this one's very beautiful, right? Very beautiful. Now, cross, and this is very beautiful, right? This is MACD, all right? Sometimes change the MACD to a different style of MACD. Let's go here. I take this one and I turn this one to columns. That's another fantastic type of MACD, right? But depending on the one you can understand easily, right? So look at it. When there's a cross, so this MACD was already crossing. At this cross here, you are finding an entry. The same thing here, okay? Look at it here. This is a retest. And then after the retest, and then this was a sharp one. Very fantastic one, right? So if you do not understand this, maybe this one is giving you a lot of issues, just that this helps you to identify divergence more easily. You can twist in between. So I can turn it back. Okay, can turn it back. So let's go. So can return it back. Then return this guy back to where it was, line. You get it? Then you are good to go. Okay? So if it's this one you understand, anyone you understand can be okay for you. The most important thing is that it just support you to identify. Now, if you still go to 30 minutes, you are going to find similar structure. All right, so you can see 30 minutes, right? So you can see that the candle is actually coming down and all the like. So, but this MACD will have been confusing you on 30 minutes here, but of course, you'll still be fine because you know that the market is actually, but this was a very sharp one, very, very sharp one there. That was yesterday. Wow, that was a very sharp one and fantastic one that if you have found, you will have been very happy. So the same way, go down to 15-minute time frame. You can see that was a sharp one that yesterday. Wow, it was a very sharp one. Come on, man, that was lovely. That was around 11 a.m. in the morning. Wow, wow, this is lovely. It was a big rally. Look at the price action. Continuous bullish. What? So after we have multiple weeks and then a correction, and then this is like, now looking at this 15 minutes, I can find what we call a double bottom here. And that's for me, oh my word. So let's look at it. Let me look at line chart. So this is like a double bottom, and then no, let's market go. You have made money, and then this is a pullback, and there's a correction, and a retest, right? This is a retest and confirmation of move. So some people are patient for trade, could wait for it, but for me, sometimes I don't have patience for that, but I want to take action and stand by my action to see how the market moves. And that's why sometimes in a day, once you find an instrument that is interesting for you, right? You find a market that's interesting for you. You just want to ride that market for that day. So imagine you find this market interesting for the day. Stay with it and trade. So imagine if you are ride this one up onto this point and you make a lot of money. So you don't need to jump around. After the close of the day, this was the low of yesterday, and this is the high of that yesterday, right? So if you have taken that, you should be okay, right? You should be okay. Then the market continue. Today, you have find out that this is a double bottom. Then you ride it up again to the previous day high, and then it got rejected there and dropped to retest. And then, so there are so many factors you could check here. Now it has filled this gap, if I'm not mistaken, or it has not filled it, right? So this is very, very simple. You don't need to complicate issues. Other thing you now need to know is just the market movement, price actions on the candlestick pattern. Now, if I go to 5 minutes, probably you want to scalp in between to take small money and all of that. You can always find that too. And that can still be a fantastic trading activities. I told you, this gap has not been filled, so it's still going to come down. So you can see the MACD. Ordinarily, in 5 minutes, the MACD was already bearish, right? From here, and then, so you perhaps could see how the market is actually probably to fill this place. Fill this place, after filling this place, then it could jump up as it were. So it's a bit of, this was nice, and all of that. If you go to 1 minute, you're going to find similar thing. All right, so you can see going to 5 minutes, we find similar thing. Okay, so see your MACD. This is 1 minute, guys. So look at your MACD. Boldly open. So sometimes you probably want to just use this naked MACD. So in 1 minute already, it's already saying, the market is turning back. That's what it's showing us. Look at your MACD cross here. Come on, this is fantastic, guys. This is a cross. This is a bullish engulfing. After that, this is this. You're already in profit. But of course, you want to look at, I always tell people when you enter a trade, you look at your left. So if I take this now, I can put it here. So this is an important area. Now, after this, there's a cross down. Then you short here and put your stop loss above here. The market ride, of course, it didn't get down. And then it was doing what it was doing. And then you are fine. So if I'm using 1:2 ratio, risk-reward ratio, this should be enough for you. Let's take it. This should be enough for you guys. Let's take it. Let's take this. Short. So after this is a MACD cross, perhaps you enter here, right? And this is your stop loss. Okay, 1:2. It's already almost 1:2. So there's that. Boom, you have the profit is taken, you are just fine. So, but if you are the one that just want to stay to trail it, this is already 1:4, guys. That's fantastic. Then after that, you see MACD cross again. That's fantastic. Because the market was trending, that's why you enjoyed this way. It was not squeezed. And sometimes I tell people, why do you need to disturb yourself struggling with a market that is not trending? I trade trend. I love trending trade. So if it's not trading, I look for another instrument that is within my watch list. So I look at another one. This is another cross. This was not cross. This was not cross. This is another cross. Okay, this is another cross. But this already engulfed. So let's take this. Okay, sorry. Let's take. So just like that one that is going on now. Okay. So I'm going to actually stop out at this point. That's what it means. So what should be my stop loss? My stop loss should be below this point. Now look at it. So what happened? This is 1:2.9. That's already massive. Okay. So another one, look at another one that just happened. This one, there was a cross. But will you actually enter it? I will not, because this was below and then it was just doing what it was doing. So, you know, when you came here, I saw this, a move was already happened. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Then, then the cross. So if you look at the cross here, in fact, while it was about crossing, I was already looking at it. So let's take this. All right, so let's take this now. Come on. You know why this trend was fantastic is because you are in favor of your direction. So I take it up to this. It's going to cross it even. So let's take it this way. Okay. This is 1:4, guys. Come on. It's 1:4. So if you take it 1:2, so that means 1:2 is actually here. So 1:2 is here. So in the next move up of the candle, we close it. Your stop loss is below. Now, sometime when the market is down trending and moving very fantastically, you can always adjust your stop loss, right? So understand that you don't need to entertain unnecessary fear. If you're going to lose, lose, right? That's why you do all of those risk management. You can see in between, you are still trending and making some money, okay? So that means here, look at it. So that means here, while the market is squeezed here, you are still making money. And that's why I said, when the market is doing some movement, you want to stay with one instrument and enjoy that instrument as much as possible. Does that make sense, guys? Now, it's getting weak, but nevertheless, just allow it to run. Don't panic sell or panic exit. It's going to take you out, let it take you out and all of that. So rather than, because when you close it, the market eventually move and do what it's going to do. And then you are now telling yourself, oh, if I had known, if I had known. All right? So that's how this is okay, because another thing you want to see now is that you want to look at the trend. So is it going to stop out? So if gently, so you just have to wait and allow the market to do what it's going to do, right? Okay, so unless obvious, and then you want to do otherwise. Okay, yeah, so this is so it's simple, right? It's simple, and I can tell you that it's very simple, but not all the time you win all the trade. So because sometimes you can be so emotional or you can be too preoccupied with too many things, and that's why you can make a lot of mistakes. See why this moving up was smooth, coming down is ridiculous, because it's actually an uptrend. The bias for today is so the market now has crashed down entirely. You are likely going to lose this trade, right? You're likely going to lose this trade, okay? So it's coming down. So if you take you out, so that's why you measure the percentage of your stop loss. You know, this is scalping. You're just scalping 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, stuff like that. So, and the pips will be very small. Remember, this is 1 minute time frame. If you go to 5 minutes now, you're not going to see this. So how can I do this and why am I doing this? Because it's one instrument I've already identified, and that's what I'm doing like this. Okay, so now quickly go back. So going to the Forex. So what you use is TradingView. Of course, I know you know about TradingView and all of that. So what you use for currency is TradingView, and that's another thing for another day you're going to check. So, but basically, I just open up for you to see how we navigate all of those things and then doing your broker and all the like. Of course, exchange platform for your crypto, but basically, I just want to put you through the financial instrument, which is the Forex, synthetics, and all that. You can see the guy actually lost the trend, and so it's still a continuous down. So we know what I told you. I said you need to come and fill this gap. There's a gap there that I need to fill. So perhaps maybe that's where it's coming down to, and that's the gap here. This is the gap here. That's the gap there. You can fill it or even fill down to this point. Right? Then once that is done, right, then you can start going up. But nevertheless, you have entered. So it has stopped you out now. So you say, okay, no problem. Go ahead and stop me out. So it's coming down to fill this fair value gap. You get it? After filling the fair value gap, the next is going to start moving up. All right. So thank you very much. So please pay attention, study this over and over again. If you do not understand, return back to it. So the next thing is that I'm going to take you through on how you now set up your MT5 to start trading. Remember, we have created the login ID for MT5. Either it's Deriv or it's the same MT5. So the only thing that is different is the name of the broker. So that's exactly what we're doing. All right. So quickly, so if you have not registered on any of those, the Deriv platform or, the Tentrade, register. It's free. You register, you can create a demo account and practice. Then later you want to now fund your account, you can go ahead and find a way to fund your account. I hope it's very understood. Congratulations. So let's help ourselves to make a lot of money. This is financial market. They are all financial instruments for you to help yourself.